Hello and welcome to another session of Heartfulness Meditation. I'm your host Gopal, and I will be walking you through the next half an hour with some discussion on a very important topic for the current times, followed by our session of heartfulness, relaxation, and meditation. Now, the topic I'm going to actually talk about today is something which all of us struggle with at the current times. The topic is stress. Now, this is something which all of us currently are battling because of the times around, especially with the pandemic going the way it is, and also with relation to a lot of the other aspects related to the pandemic and its change to the life that we have been living so comfortably prior to that. Now, stress is something which is a very unique aspect which many of us fail to understand. The first thing we need to realize is stress is something which is not from the outside. It is something which we develop within ourselves. Now, what is stress? Now, the definition, if you may call it that, is that is a state of mental or emotional strain due to external and or internal circumstances. And we all try to avoid it, yet it finds a way in our lives. Though these circumstances may be external in certain ways, it's our reaction to these external and internal triggers which causes the stress. But the important thing to note is not all stress is negative. Stress has got a very bad name, but it's not necessarily always bad. We sometimes do need stress. Now, with stress, which makes us a feeling of being under stress for long durations of time, and the negative kind of stress is what we call as distress. And sometimes the stress is also useful for us to work better, to increase our focus, increase our concentration. As you may know, sometimes we have stress due to deadlines, but it's only due to the deadline that we actually get our work done in time. And so sometimes the stress can be used for positive aspects as well. But a majority of the times, the stress is actually has a negative influence on our lives simply because we allow it to overwhelm us and not put it to productive use. So the biology of stress is that um, as soon as stress comes, there are certain reasons why we go into a couple of modes. One is a fight mode, a flight mode, or a freeze mode. Now, these kinds of modes are something which are instinctive and which has been developed over many, many generations, right from the caveman to the current human being. And in those days, such kind of a mode was absolutely essential for the very survival of man. But today, it's not exactly that kind of situation. But however, our body, our mind does go into fight, flight, or freeze mode with the blood flows to our limbs, taking all the blood away from the thinking brain, the part of the brain which can actually analyze and tell you that it's not so much of a deal. And this also puts our immune system on hold, and then our response tends to be highly reactive rather than responsive. Now, the responsive reaction to a particular situation is where the thought process is involved. But the moment you go into fight, flight, or freeze mode, and you do a reactive response, that means the thinking part of the brain has not been involved, and you're basically doing what your body wants it to do. And that sometimes is not exactly the best way to do things, especially, for example, when you know you get into a fight and you want to send an important email, it's best to stay away for some time. Now, there are a couple of techniques which are there. The most easiest technique to get away from stress is to walk away. Now, supposing there is a situation where you need to, you feel stressed, or you feel angry, or you feel you need to give a reaction. One way of getting it over is to move away. The second, and this is the technique we're going to discuss now, and this stress detox technique is a very simple technique. It's called the left nostril breathing. Now, what does it involve? It relaxes your body and the mind. Now, what you would have noticed, and you can try this out by putting a finger under your nostrils, and you'll find at any point of time you're not actually breathing equally through both the nostrils. At certain parts of the day, you will find that you are breathing more to the right nostril, and certain times of the day, you'll find that you are breathing more to the left nostril. So why this happens is because it is nature's way of calming you down when it needs to and making you active when it can. Because the left nostril breathing actually helps to activate the parasympathetic nervous system, and this actually controls our rest state and deactivates the sympathetic nervous system, which actually regulates the fight or flight, the more active side of the nervous system. Now, when you find normally at the night time, you'll find that left nostril breathing is more than the right nostril breathing, and that's nature's way of calming you down prior to your sleep. Whereas in the daytime, you'll find you are kind of breathing more to the right nostril, and that's nature's way of making you more active. So if you feel you are very stressed, or you're in a situation where you feel you're not balanced, you feel you're very agitated, the simple way to do is to close your right nostril with the right thumb, smile, and slowly breathe in and breathe out through the left nostril. The breathing has to be very deep and go into your abdomen. Example, if you'll try to do this for 5 times, um, uh, close your right nostril with your right thumb, breathe in and breathe out through the same nostril. We'll do this for another 4 times. This is a very simple stress detox technique, and it can be used at any time whenever you feel agitated or stressed out. You can try doing this. Of course, there are other techniques like the heartfulness cleaning, which is a more of a preventive kind of a technique and a more deep-rooted kind of a technique, which you need to practice on a regular basis, on a daily basis. So these are some techniques you have for getting rid of your anxiety or your stress. I'm sure these will be useful to you during our current times when a lot of stress is going around due to the conditions around us in this world. So there is also a lot of science that supports the fact that meditation helps in stress, because a meditative mind is less prone to stress because it focuses on the present. A lot of stress is caused by negative thoughts of the past and the future. A lot of negative thoughts of the past bring you into a state of depression. A lot of negative thoughts of the future put you in a state of fear, and so your mind is constantly oscillating. Meditation trains your mind to focus on one thought, which is the present. And as you focus on the present, you get lesser negative thoughts of the past and the future. And that helps you to lead a better and more balanced, stress-free life. These are scientists who are very renowned in their fields, and they have made various statements, which include Mr. Davidson, who says meditation leads to better emotional regulation and rational thinking, and also that meditation improves our attention control and self-awareness. So this is why meditation helps in a large way as far as stress is concerned. Now, if you got with these small inputs, let's go into our regular session of experiencing relaxation and meditation. If any of you are joining us for the first time, just feel free to just follow the instructions, and I'm sure you will be able to very easily experience your first session of relaxation and meditation. So what we'd like you to do is sit very comfortably in any posture you like, either on the chair or on the ground. Sit comfortably and close your eyes very softly and very gently. Let's begin with the toes. Gently wriggle your toes and feel them relax. Relax your feet. Feel the healing energy of Mother Earth move up your feet, gently relaxing them. As the energy moves up, It relaxes your calf muscles, your knees, the muscles of your thighs, your hips and waist. Feel how both your legs are now completely relaxed. Relax your stomach and abdomen. Move your attention to your back. From the top to the bottom, your entire back is now completely relaxed. Relax your chest and shoulders. Feel your shoulders completely dropping away. Relax your upper arm, muscles of your forearms, your wrists, the palms of your hand, and all your fingers. Feel how both your hands are now completely relaxed. Relax your neck muscles. Slowly move your attention to your face. Relax your jaws. Your mouth. Your nose, your eyes. Your earlobes. Your facial muscles. Your forehead. All the way to the top of your head. Feel how your entire body from the top of your head to your toe is now completely relaxed. Slowly move your attention to your heart and rest there for a little while. Feel the presence of divine light in the heart, which is already present there. Just slowly drawing your attention inwards. Meditate on the presence of this divine light in your heart. And should thoughts come, gently ignore the thoughts and bring your attention back to the presence of light in your heart. Continue with this meditation for some more time till you hear the next instruction. Please start meditation. That's all. Keep your eyes closed for some more time and gently reflect on how you are feeling at this point. Gently open your eyes. It's a good practice to make a note in your journal or diary on how you feel at this point, as also about any kind of thoughts or feeling that you had during the meditation session. With this, we come to the end of today's Heartfulness Relaxation and Meditation session. We thank you for joining us and look forward to hosting you again at the same time tomorrow and all subsequent days at the same time on weekdays. Have a great evening and a wonderful day ahead. Thank you.